All right, folks, got another one for y'all. Another stream here. Week 3 of the Sim Standard Radio League. And I'm just going to make sure everything is playing out correctly. So y'all going to hear some double audio here in a moment. Y'all should hear it here in a moment. All right, there it was, guys. So I know it's working. My 2-0 Steelers against the 1-1 49ers. What up, Tony? What's going on, man? And we'll see if we can make it happen in this particular game as well. Excuse the background noise, guys. Got the TV on in the other room. Little man is asleep. Actually, I'm going to go cut that off real quick. Give me a second.
Let's get out to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers.
And hopefully the quality is coming through fine, guys. You know, I'm trying out the Elgato software again. And I think I got the settings the way they need to be. It appears that way anyway. So, pretty happy about that. Because as you can see, I could use some different overlays and things like that. Don't have the camera set up tonight. So I know some of you guys, for some reason, are interested in seeing my ugly mug on screen.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters.
Sorry to disappoint you guys in that aspect tonight. But we'll get some more face cams popping off, man, pretty soon. Pretty soon. We'll get them popping.
How defenses want to cover him, he sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
4 in the morning. Yeah, that's right. I remember you said you was off.
Again, it's Bell. And some space here. And they're able to get this.
Yeah, I actually jumped on online ranked for a few games earlier today.
That's how you get started and open up a game. Really well blocked.
You know, I
play.
had a few minutes to play a couple games.
That's exactly what you talked about.
You know, I go out there and play in that arena every now and then. I don't really like to be out there too much though, because you know, I just don't like the style of play. You know, you're not guaranteed to get a good game in. But I like to go out there just to see what people are doing, man. It's, you know, it's practice. Holding. It looked like a holding. Gerald Hawkins and his backup self. Makes me understand why he may be holding.
You have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield, it maybe
sometimes you gotta just deal with that, man. It's gonna happen.
You might change what you do up front, but if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this.
Interesting. Let's try something here.
Offense, a really good one for the defense.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green.
I was going to go deep to Ladarius. I mean to Martavis, but I don't know. Call me crazy, but I felt like it felt a little jumbled up in there. So I just went ahead and went with a safer option. Try to get it back into a normal 2nd down, so to speak.
I don't think so either.
You know, I probably could have allowed a little more time for Martavis to get downfield and then air it out, but it's all good. I'll take what we got.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult.
I just heard a noise, so I'm pretty sure that's my 3-year coming down the steps.
position, you get to talk about
Probably woke up.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Pretty sure that's what that
We'll see
is.
how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down, but you know this.
For some reason, man, if he's upstairs sleeping, nobody's up there. He seems to wake up.
This defense looks for one more stop here on third.
I don't think that's him.
Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the
Get up, man.
And he'll get up near the
I hate this pattern, man, because dudes sometimes fall down. I don't understand it. You know, it's like the trait makes them automatically do a possession catch.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant.
And maybe I could have rack catched it right there, but I didn't feel like that was a scenario where I would just wanted to, I wanted to turn upfield, but I didn't want to manually make him do it. Because sometimes they would show enough drop the ball on a rack catch attempt. So I didn't necessarily want to do that in that scenario, but I wanted him to stay on his feet, just catch it and let me, try to make a move after the fact.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
It only blocked the scoreboard only because I got that subscribe banner up there. You know what I mean?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to
It's the only reason why it blocks it. But it's all good. I can keep y'all abreast of score, man. I don't think that's a huge factor in my eyes. I don't know if y'all feel like that, then yeah, I can move that. I could definitely move that up out the way. I could actually do that while the stream is going on. I can move that.
And they'll try the ground game here with the
Wow,
evasive.
Make a miss.
What ticks me off about that, right? Why did they pull my guy out of the way? I don't understand that. I didn't attempt to tackle or anything right there. Now I'm cool with my guy missing the tackle, missing the play, but I'm not cool with them pulling him out of the play the way they just did. That's pretty stupid. It's like you lose control of your guy because he gets caught up in the fake me out system. I don't think that should work the way it does on a user controlled player. To where I lose control. I'm not feeling that. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get y'all straight here. All right, there we go. I moved it out of the way. So how's that? I know ML was complaining about that. How was that? Is that better?
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Yeah, man, like I said, I'm cool with him, getting off right there. It was a perfectly blocked play. Caught me in man coverage. Got the right blocks and all that, but I just don't understand how they pull your user control player out of your control. Because what I was going to attempt to do right there is do a safe tackle. You know what I'm saying? I was going to attempt a safe tackle. Now, whether he breaks it or not is yet to be determined. But I don't feel like you should lose control in that scenario. Not if you're controlling the play. You should not lose control like that. That's a little crazy. Like I said, if if I miss the tackle or, I don't do what I need to do on my end, I'm cool with that. But don't pull me out of position like that. I can't get with that. That I'm not cool with. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I take it. I take it. I don't complain too much, folks. We'll take that L.
Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
All right.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he's going to be
Yo, my offensive line not holding any blocks
officially no gain on the play.
on the run game.
Great play there off the end.
They not holding any blocks tonight, folks, so far.
What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do.
So I see now I may have to run in the middle of the field, you know, and not concern myself too much with the edge. That's what it seems like. It's going to be one of those games, because them boys are definitely not holding their position the way they need to. All right, just get it into a manageable situation here, and then we can do something else.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those
all right, we're going to look for this guy.
Angles to throw the ball through. He just throws
we're
right
actually
over the top
going
of it
to
because
block.
he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to the
Bell,
receiver.
give me a little more time.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And he locates Wheaton complete.
We was going to go to Bryant, but we might as well go to the guy who has inside position on his one-on-one. We'll take those odds. Might as well do that, huh?
Catches once a season. Now I feel like we're seeing them once a game.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ooh, we're going upstairs, folks.
On first down, it's
Blitz came. Good time to blitz. Good time to blitz, because we definitely had him in trouble right
They
there.
had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage.
We had him in trouble right there.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by
Antonio Brown. Let's get it.
He gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Back with Charles Davis.
What do you mean special moves on the speed button?
And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
You got to elaborate that a little bit as far as what are you expecting that to look like? So what are your ideas in that regard? Because a special move is partly on the speed button right now. It's one of your next level, you know, your speed juke or your speed spin, things like that. So just elaborate a little bit on what you mean on that.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. Uses the stiff arm. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of them one-on-ones, man. When you see them, you got to go get them.
Putting some damage on the defense. So
I definitely had it too, man, on that play where he blitzed. If I could have held it a little bit longer, Martavis had him. Antonio had his man too. But you know, live to fight another down, I guess.
They'll go again with Bell.
Oh, come on. Come on. My tight end got to get out the way right there, right?
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run.
What up, fellas? Neff, Ray, BB, Hollywood. I already said what up to my man Tony.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll try and run.
Get out of the way. What are you doing?
And he's into the end zone.
Boy, if he wouldn't have scored right there, y'all know I was going to lose my cool. I was going, boy, it wouldn't have been cool. I might have had to let some words fly, and y'all know I don't do that.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7.
Not publicly, anyway. I don't know. I thought I heard something fall a few minutes ago, but I called for him and I didn't hear nothing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out on the field now. Here comes the 49ers.
Come here, boy.
Be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it?
I know you want to see mommy. Why you still awake?
Go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove.
If you're gonna be in there, you need to settle down, get ready for bed. Don't be in there playing.
Here this go around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
I told y'all he won't up. I could hear him. I mean, he wasn't asleep.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside.
Come on, Sean Davis. I need you to squeeze that. I need you to squeeze that play, baby. Get down there. I need you to react to that a little faster. That might have been something for us right there. Thoughts on Hassan Riddick? You must have missed all of my Terrible Towel Tuesdays the last few weeks. That's the guy that I'm anticipating the Steelers drafting. That's the #1 guy.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look.
That's who I want.
Something they wanted to do.
I'll take Riddick. I'll take Charles what's his name? Lawson, Carl Lawson. I'll take Takarius McKinley. It's a couple other guys. No. Be quiet. Or you gonna go back upstairs and go to sleep. Well, yeah, I definitely want Riddick, man. No question. Yo, why am I getting all of the attempted break tackle animations? Like all of his guys appear to be big and strong. All my guys seem like they're getting pushed around out here. What's going on with that? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What a drop. What a huge, unnecessary drop right there.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here
wow.
on 3rd after that incompletion. Looking to throw.
It got there just in time. Just in time. Mason, come here. Let me talk to you for a second.
But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning.
If you're going to stay down here, you're to be quiet. If not, you get to go back upstairs and go to bed. Oh, wow. What a punt. So y'all fathers know how it is, man. You got to be daddy every now and then. And you love your kids to death, but you got to, you know, they gotta know when they need to lay it down.
I hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes.
Shouldn't be up anyway this time of night. But again, I'm gonna let you guys know in advance. Y'all gonna hear background noise. My wife and my son are right in the other room, not in the man cave tonight. So y'all just gonna have to deal with that.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's gonna rifle one deep.
There goes that animation again. There goes that animation again. Y'all have seen it happen to me twice now in 2 consecutive streams. There's that stupid animation again. Why do they shift your guy out of place to allow the defender to get it? I'm sick and tired of that, man. I'm sick and tired of that. Somebody asked Tony who his boys is. Y'all don't see his you don't see his avatar right there? I mean, it don't get no simpler than that. Y'all know I got to pick with you when stuff right there in your face and you don't see it. You know I got to pick with you guys when y'all do that. Oh my God, what a stupid interception, man. Y'all know that drives me up the wall, dog. Up the wall. That animation kills me, man. It kills me.
third down, he'll drop to throw. And did he
Nope.
get the feet down? No.
Out of bounds.
He did not. It's incomplete.
Out of bounds. So the interception didn't kill us.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know.
To my surprise, it didn't hurt us, but it should have never happened.
While the other half is reaching.
Granted, I did throw it to Antonio Brown, who was covered and was about to be possibly double covered. Okay, I see he's using the backspin like I do. Pretty smart man right there. Yeah, granted, Antonio Brown was probably covered, man, but you know, with his stats, a lot of time he win those one-on-one situations. So that's why I even threw it in that scenario. I was a little nervous about the underneath route to the tight end because sometimes they warp to that. But come to find out, they ended up warping to the outside play with Antonio Brown with his ratings. That should never have happened with his rating. Now I don't expect Antonio Brown to catch everything or him to always win that scenario, but come on now. I'm sick and tired of that animation when they shift the receiver out of the way. I don't understand it, man. Like I said, you guys have seen it twice here in these streams. Consecutive streams, it's happened. Last game, I was fortunate enough to where it didn't cost me anything. But let's see what happened this time. All right, it's going to be one of these games, man. One of these tight games I see. Nobody's trying to give up an edge. Game of inches.
I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Yeah, for you guys that don't know, that's the same Tony I refer to when I be on Turbo Tile. You know, we're going to take this into the half. I don't like that formation right there. I mean, take it into the 2-minute warning. But that's my boy, you know. I know him personally. It's my guy. I mean, we pretty much family. I won't go into all of that and letting you guys know all those details, but just know it's like that. It ain't just somebody I know on YouTube. Got him. Oh, y'all see that? How they ain't let him get ghost, yo, when he dipped through the middle like that? I was almost out of there. I was almost out of there, and I swear he got pulled into an animation. I'm just saying. It looks like he got pulled into an animation, guys. Come on. What are you doing, Bell? Get off of him. Another area of concern, guys, of mine with this game that I've been talking to the devs about. Contextual awareness is definitely not where it used to be. You know, no reason in the world right there why Le'Veon Bell is just stuck on his man. Don't put his hand out or anything. Come on now. We got to do better than that. This is 2017 now. Oh! Yep. That was my fault right there. That was my fault right there. Now that one, I accept that one. I take that one on the chin. That was my fault. That was a predetermined read. I thought I had man coverage the way I wanted it. His man shot that, blew that up. That was all on me. We're about to get it right back though. That was all on me right there, guys. See, one like that, I don't complain about. That was my fault. That was my pick. Shouldn't have done that. Got greedy and tried to go for the gusto, and I should have just looked downfield. I mean, I should have looked underneath, but I tried to hit the pre-snap read and didn't realize that his man was sitting under that route until the last minute. Didn't realize it until the last minute. He was sitting underneath them. Almost cost me.
Defense was showing they had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the here. Got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because
Oh, come on, man. How many times they gonna let this? Ah, Lord. He gets another one. He gets another one. All right, so I see what he's trying to do as far as open field. So I know how to shut that down to where it doesn't happen. You just can't be too close to him. I know how to shut that down. But hats off to him. You know, he's running the ball very well. Running the ball very well. Got to tip your hat.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Got to tip your hat to him.
In this situation, if you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to
So, yeah, for you guys who came in late, man, currently 2-0.
If something goes wrong,
my opponent here is 1-1. So, obviously, he's trying to get to 2-1 and trying to put me to 2-1. Oh my God! Get the ball out, Ben. Got to get the ball out of there, man. We had something if we just let the ball go early, a little bit earlier, half second earlier. We may have had something there.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively.
Yeah, he called the timeout because he was about to be toast. I think he realized that it was about to happen. He was about to be toast right there. Smart man. He realized what the scenario was right there. And he got up out of there.
Let's see what second down has in store. Green, the tight end, in motion.
All right, let's see what we got.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Look at this. Come on. No pass interference? He just roughed my man out the way. They don't call nothing. Guys, we not getting nothing tonight, man. On the one interception, they shift my man out of place.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy
on that particular play, right there, they just let my man get roughed off with no consequences.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down.
We got to call timeout.
With a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout.
This is just crazy, man.
It's just their first.
I ain't understanding.
2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Craziness, man. But hey, we'll take it, man. No complaints, man. You got to do what you got to do. We'll take it.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Yeah, of course somebody was open, man. You guys always see somebody open when you watch somebody else play. Same as I do. I'm pretty sure I missed somebody. Pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I missed somebody.
Before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them on the side.
Why they won't let me change? I'm trying to hot route. They won't let me do it. What the? Wow. I don't know what's happening there, but I couldn't hot route. I was trying to hot route Martavis Bryant.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Of course. And I get sacked. Of course. Of course. Of course. Trying to get my hot route on and it wouldn't work. I'm just going to let this one fly, guys.
second down, here's Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger can't get the ball off. All right, let's see. I'm going to just let it fly. You know, I ain't really got much of a game plan at this moment. You know, I'll go ahead and take it into the half, but I'm going to just let it fly. 10 seconds left. See if we can get something deep downfield.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Defense really showing respect.
Just don't let it fly. If I get picked off, it gets picked off. I'm not even tripping. Not even tripping.
Now Ben on third and long. Surveying the field.
Look at him, man. Come on. Thank you. Can I get a daggone pass interference?
Partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender.
That's the second time he's trying to rough my man off like that.
It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after.
And the 49ers going to take another timeout.
Oh, I'm not going to go for it. What's the point of going for it with 4 seconds left? Take the 3. Take the 3 in this scenario.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Minnie Jordan, what's up? It's popping, man. Ain't nothing much here, man. Just playing these league games, man. Trying to have some fun with it.
No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
I'm going to try to bring each and every one of them to you guys this time, man. You know, we have a rule in our league that, you know, you basically, the away team streams. But what I'm basically going to do is, you know, stream them all. You know, so y'all can experience it with me. And like I said, I'm usually in the middle of the road in this league. You know, 8-8, 9-7. I went 10-6 one season. You know, very good players in the league. But I love it, man. I love the competition, man. I love that part of it. Guys not playing funny business, playing real football. You got to enjoy it, man. When you know, I say this every time, there's always somebody new that's going to come through the stream. You can find a game, man, and you get, you know, a game with like-minded guys, you know, some like-minded peers and individuals. You can have a wonderful time playing this game.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up.
You can have an outstanding time playing this game. Look at your boy, man. 5 rushes, 145 yards. Killing us. Boys is killing us. Them boys is killing us on the ground. And they've all been big runs. As you guys may remember, no Lawrence Timmons. Lawrence Timmons got injured in the last game. Got injured on the last game, guys. So, you know, we doing what we can do without him. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up causing a fumble on one of them jukes pretty soon.
Yeah, they add a DB. And he's going to have the first down at about
I think I'm going to end up causing a fumble pretty soon, guys, because I kind of know what I need to do to somewhat defend it. Can't say I'm going to be successful at it, but I kind of know what I need to do to somewhat defend it.
And that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll set up a throw. To the left side, incomplete for Julian Edelman. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave.
Yeah, that time I ain't had time to get to it, what I was trying to do there. Got to have enough space, but you can take away the quick juke if you got enough space.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the
But he's showing some good timing, though. You know, getting it off when he needs to.
Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from
killing us on the ground, man.
Another good run for
that boy's getting off for him. He's doing some good things for him.
150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
But shoot, I've been on that end as well, man. I've had games where Le'Veon Bell has gotten off, so I know what it feels like.
On first down.
And enjoy that luxury. The safeties, man. Why do the safeties play back so far, man? Really don't understand that, man. The deep safeties just don't. They don't attack, man. I mean, we all know that the deep zones, you know, still have some work to do. We all know that. The devs have said that, but they got to do something about it, man. Because it's... Come on, man. Knock the ball out of there. I even played the receiver right there, what makes it even funnier. But yeah, man, they got to do something with those deep zones, man. They must. Y'all saw that right there? That needs to be a fumble. That needs to be a fumble right there. The ball can't be going through people's arms, legs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that needs to be a fumble right there. What is he doing? Why is he lining up back there? Y'all saw that?
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. Give him 7 on the play. And
nice play call. Nice little audible there to get out of that.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
Nice little audible.
And then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards.
Why are those guys lining up so far off the line when you move them? Y'all see that? Why the hell are they doing that?
It's their quarterback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers.
It's always going to be a quarterback sneak. But y'all see that? Like, why are they moving my guy off the line if I'm on him and then switch off of him? That throws off my D-line. I don't know what that's all about.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one
No.
25, call it the 20.
Not sure what that's all about.
A look at the offense now here.
But it is what it is.
On the road for their first possession of the second.
But again, man, like I say to you guys all the time, that's why it's always good, man, to, you know, get off to a good start in the season. You know, with being 2-0. However this game turns out, you know, it's not that much of a, you know, a sting. You know, you still have 2 wins versus 1 loss. Oh wow. So it's definitely about how you get started. You know, it's all about how you get started. You know what? Let me try something. Let me go back to this.
Sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Here's Roethlisberger, and that's incomplete.
Yo, can y'all tell me why does it take so long for them to throw the ball?
He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast.
Why does it take them so long to throw the ball? I'm having a hard time understanding that. I don't know if it's a minor delay, but it seems, I mean, y'all probably can even hear when I input the button. Like, I click onto the button, but it seems like, you know what? I'm going to continue to try to get Bryant.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger.
Can't get the ball off, man. Can't get the ball off. Yeah, I probably need to go to play action. Just having a bad night, man. You know how it goes, man. You had good games, you had bad games. Maybe all of the energy I exerted in the the Rams comeback may be coming back to haunt me. But that was a tough one. That was definitely a tough one, man. Coming back in that game. So maybe my guys exerted all of their energy. But like I said, it's one of those games, man. We all have them. I don't cry about it. I take it. Take the L, keep it moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that
Yeah, man, I don't really understand what be happening in that scenario. You push the button, and it's like they go dumb for a minute. And of course, now my guys can't play no man coverage out there. Getting killed. Well, that was a zone. That was a zone, so the slant's going to beat that. Yeah, Ben do got a serious wind-up, man, which it definitely hurts you at times. You are absolutely right about that. You are absolutely right about that. Lord have mercy, man. Why, oh why did he just stand there, get in front of the ball and knock it down? Oh my God, these guys are killing me, man. These guys are killing me tonight. Gotta get in front of that ball and knock it down. What y'all doing?
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Yeah, man, just ain't going the way I needed to go tonight.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
We'll have to regroup, come back at it next week. I believe we got the Bengals next week at the next advance. I believe so.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Yeah, I believe we got the Bengals on the next advance.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Let's see.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third.
Yeah, I hope I face this dude again, man. I really do. Because I'm kind of hip to his run game now, as far as when he try to make his moves. And I don't think I've played this opponent before. I haven't played him in a while. But I'll be ready for it the next time. And again, that's what I like about our league, man, because it's always that, you know, you start learning each other and things like that. And that's what makes it great and competitive, you know what I mean? Pick the ball up and run. Get out of the way. You gotta be kidding me. Pick the ball up and run, baby.
That's exactly what they did.
I just need you to run. All I needed him to do there was run. Pick the ball up and run, brother.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here.
All I need him to do is pick the ball up and run in that scenario. Oh, man, I just chose the wrong play by accident. I'm going to have to audible out of this. I hate when I do that. I'm hitting X to try to skip to get to the play call screen, and then it ends up calling the same play. Oh, that bothers me.
If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Oh, that bothers me when I do that by accident. Come on, come on, come on.
They'll run it with Bell.
Come on, Bell. Get going.
It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Oh, yeah. Gotta get going. What you waiting on, my brother? Ooh, this could be a touchdown.
They go play action here on first down.
Oh.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up.
Oh my God. Can y'all tell me why he floated that pass? Lord have mercy. And y'all would not believe this. I threw the ball up high. I pressed L1 to throw the ball high. And that's what happened. Oh man, this game is crazy sometimes. Like I said, it ain't the night. There you go. That's how you lay them out. It ain't the night. It ain't meant this particular time, man. So I'll take it. I will concede to the fact that it just ain't my night tonight. I will concede to that tonight.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And then look, this dude slaps the ball down instead of picking it off. What is going on, man? What is he doing? Pick it off.
Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play.
My goodness, man.
Now back to throw.
Pick the ball off, man.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the
Oh, Lord. This ain't my night, man.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away.
Any given game, you're right, man. It happens.
Down late, tough.
It happens.
And hit behind the line.
Oh, yeah. Oh, why can't he advance it?
These guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set.
What happened there?
And with 3 interceptions thrown already.
Are they saying he got touched?
They may have to change things offensively to try
That's
to slow
interesting.
things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit.
Yeah, man. I really think that home cooking is a thing. You know, the devs won't admit to that, but I swear.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I would swear that it is.
2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are
I would swear that old home cooking thing is a thing.
but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be
I would swear that is a thing, man.
7 yards on
Like I said, the devs will not admit to that. Y'all better believe I have asked them. They will not admit to that. All right, guys, quick snap right here. Come on. Don't even let him get set. Quick snap right there. Got to do that from time to time. So we're in a good position right now, guys. You know, you can play for the touchdown. If you don't get the touchdown, play the 3. It's a 1-possession game with a 2-point conversion. You know, those odds aren't good, but it's something.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one down.
Those odds aren't good, but it's something.
On the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot.
Should have picked that ball up and ran. You are absolutely correct. I feel the same way.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip that.
Make the block. Ladarius Green, make the block. My goodness, man. He makes that block. It's a touchdown. He makes that block. It's a touchdown. Are you kidding me? It's a touchdown if he makes that block.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see.
Oh, man. What a world. What a game. Crazy game. He makes that block. It is what you call a touchdown.
On 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Ah.
And
Antonio Brown hurt again, guys. We're going to play the 3, man. We'll play the 3 game. Why not?
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Yeah, some of you guys said go to the tight end, man. I was thinking about it, but he's been covering that middle of the field pretty good, man. And it gets tricky, man, down in that area. Y'all know that. It gets real tricky in the red zone. When that field get condensed, and usually interceptions happen. So we'll just try to hold them, man. We'll see what we can do. There he is, hurt again. So that means he's going to be out for a long time. Ruptured disc. So say goodbye to Antonio Brown, guys. I'm going to take a risk right here. I'm scared to do it, but I'm... Nah, I'm going to come out of there. All right, Cam Hayward. All right, Cam Hayward. I see you.
Just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's see.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way.
Yeah, I've been in the game the whole time, man. I really have. You know, I've made some costly mistakes, though. But I have been in the game. You're right about it. I've made some costly mistakes, but I have been in this game. Oh, that needed to be a pick right there. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. That was it. That was the pick we needed right there. Y'all saw what I did to Edelman, right? I took him out to play real quick.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this is...
Yeah, man, whoever that running back is, he is definitely a stud.
Go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
What's going? Come on, man! Oh God, man! Forget it, man. Let's just get this daggone game over. What was that? Yo, you cannot throw the ball. You can't throw the ball where you wanted to go. I'm trying to put that on the sideline. I'm trying to put that ball on the sideline.
It's the defense calling the timeout here.
Oh my God, man. Boy, this game gets crazier and crazier sometimes. We're going to go back and look at those plays, though. I got to see them. I must see them. But what it is what it is, man. 21-13, 8-point loss. I'll take it, man. It is what it is. I was in the game, and that's all that matters, man, when you're playing. When you're playing against guys that play a sim style, man, it's all that's important to me is that I'm in the game. You know, I don't try to get blown out. If I do lose, I accept it. But, yeah, we're going to have to go back and look at some of these plays here.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
And I really don't understand why the commentators don't understand the situation here. Don't make no sense. Yeah, of course, he definitely going to run the clock out. You know, he should. Smart thing to do. So, all right, guys, let's go look at these plays here, man. Let's look at some of these crazy plays that have happened in this game here. Let's look at that first interception that I threw. The one where they shifted Antonio Brown out of the way. Y'all know what it looks like, but we're going to look at it, you know, because you always got to put these things on video and emphasize them. You know, as much as I talk to the devs about it, it's got to be a constant reminder. We have to do something about that. Where is it? I thought it was in the first half. Maybe I missed it here in the first quarter. Let me look again. Maybe it was in the third quarter. No, let's look at the third. Because I threw quite a few interceptions. 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken. But where are they? They got to be here. Am I looking past it? I mean, is the last one even there? Okay, there's this last one. So let's look at that one. All right, so I want y'all to pay attention to this, man. Matter of fact, let's look at it from this angle, so y'all can understand what I was looking for. Nobody's open, really. He got that covered up. You know, maybe if I hold it long enough, I might. And I had time. I could have stepped in the pocket and maybe tried to throw him open, but y'all know what's going to happen with these two-man sequences in this scenario. So I chose to go this route. And the reason why I chose this one is because right here, I thought, this is what I thought. I thought this man here was going to take Marcus Wheaton. So that's why I let it go. Now, he still is past that guy. And I'm trying to throw it at the sideline. But, of course, he throws it short for whatever reason with the strong arm that Big Ben has. Look at the placement of the ball. Ball goes directly to the defender. I do like the ball physics here, though. That was pretty dope. I can't front. I love that. I love the return of the ball physics for the most part with the most, you know, the last patch that came out. That was actually nice. But, like I said, where Madden still needs to improve, man, we need to be able to place this ball where we want it to go. You know, in a position where your receiver is going to get it or nobody's going to get it. Now, let me see if I can find the other interception. I mean, like I said, it was 4 of them, so there should be some interceptions here, and I'm not seeing them. So I don't know. Maybe they didn't record them. You would have thought that they would have recorded them as plays, but they're not there. But, yeah. It is what it is, man. So let me go ahead and show y'all some extra stuff here, man. I know you guys are interested in seeing, you know, what the team is doing so far. After 3 games, we can look at stats and see what guys are doing. But y'all watched the game. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw Antonio Brown shift over. Y'all clearly saw what was going on there. So I'm not going to go into all of this stuff, man, because, you know, guys from the other, you know, could be viewing it that will take advantage of it. Let's take a look at Antonio Brown. Ross will be back. Look at this, 6 weeks. Timmons is out for 6 weeks. Story of these Steelers, man. All right, so let's look at some of the stats, see what cats are doing up until this point of the season. You're killing me, Petey. So Ben Roethlisberger at the moment, 70% completions, only 494 yards. And here's the big one right here. 5 interceptions. That's pretty close to what we see in the real world, huh, Tony? All right. Rushing. Really not doing much here as well. Le'Veon Bell, after week 3, 268, averaging 89.3. Not too bad. Yards per carry is actually not that bad, 5.4. He actually has 4 touchdowns. So, that's promising right there. Receiving. Martavis Bryant has 8 receptions, 109 yards. Whedon, 7 for 101. Green, 7 for 102. Bell, 6 for 36. Antonio Brown, 5 for 105. Their averages are pretty daggone good. So this lets you know that them dudes is getting some big plays out there. 36.3. Martavis is leading the way. And then here's Antonio Brown, which his averages are not going to do anything for the next 6 weeks. What a shame. Touchdowns. Martavis Bryant has 1. Antonio Brown, or Eli Rogers has 1. Y'all saw that in the last game. So somewhat of a slow start. Blocking, I ain't really too concerned with this. All of the downs, of course, these guys they played all the downs and blah, blah, blah. And, no real important things here. Defensively, my rookie, 6 solo tackles, 10 assisted. This is not good, though. Y'all notice what position he's in. Free safety. Your free safety should probably not be leading in tackles. But that's evidence of what we saw in the last game. That means guys are running the ball down the throat. But that's pretty good. 6 tackles. Pass deflections, he has 2. And I believe he has an interception, or that may have been preseason. Yeah, I think it was preseason. He got a pick off. All right, next up, we got Sinquez Ghost, and he has an interception. 15 total tackles. Not bad. He's a cornerback, but again, I don't want him to be making all those tackles, and then here it is. Look, my main 3 secondary guys are the ones leading the tackles. That's not a good thing. Ryan Shazier is running, ringing up the rear as well. 10 assisted, but only 2 solos. Sinquez Golson has 9 solos, so that's huge right there. Sack numbers. Marquise Haynes, 1.5. Couple half sacks there. Corner has a sack. Haywood has a sack. Hargrave, wow. Nose tackle has 2 sacks. How crazy is that to start the season? So what I'm thinking I'll probably do, guys, is I'll show you guys this every 3 games. Every third game, we'll take a look and see what guys are doing, things like that. What you guys are saying here in the chat, you need to get a free agent to replace at least help your wide up. You ain't lying. Who holds the running back who was the RB? He was on. Let me go back to him. You talk about this guy? Talk about Fields? That's a rookie. That's a rookie. Yeah, Ronald Fields. All right. Yeah, season's still early, man. But like I said, from you guys who've been watching, we're in the 4th season. With this particular season, this is how it goes. These guys are good in this league, and I make mistakes, as you guys can see. So, again, I'm usually middle of the road, man. I don't believe I've had. Let's take a look. I think I had 1 losing season. I think. Hold on, let's see what we can find there. Where is it? I'm missing it. I know it's somewhere where we can find it. Career stats for the coach. Hold on. It's got to be in here somewhere. I've actually never looked at that, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere. No, it's not under there. It's probably under here, and I'm just looking past it. Let's take a look again. Maybe if I go here. I want to see if I can view. Nah, it's not there. Do some of you guys know where it's at? I may be overlooking it and looking past it. Team, nah, it's not under there. I want to see the coach's coach stats. It's got to be here somewhere. Okay, maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Yeah, I think it's here. So there it is. I don't know why they got my scheme as attacking 4-3. That's wrong. So I need to change that. But yeah. Career wins 28, career losses 23. So it's exactly what I just told y'all. Middle of the road. See? Winning seasons too. So there you have it. So like I said, I think the first season was the one I went 10-6. And I did go, I think I was 7-9 last season. But the other two was 8-8. So I'm usually middle of the pack. And like I said, man, I'm cool with that. I'm not, doesn't bother me, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother me to the fact that I'm playing against guys that are like-minded. You know what I mean? Doesn't bother me at all. I know some of you guys may be wondering, you know, some of the guys you know, I could show you their stats. Azure, 53 and 57. It's my guy Tavis right there, one of the good players in the league. 43 and 17. My man Primetime has come on here of late. He's 31 and 14. Where's some of the other guys? Me and Ant, you know, we usually right around the middle of the pack. My man right there, that's Caleb. Y'all have heard me refer to him before on the show. Middle of the road. And who else do y'all guys might know? Oh, let's look at 205. You know, from the show. Cowboys fan. Where is he at? And he is 62 and 76. All right, so if you sort everything by, you know, career wins, you know, some of the guys just recently joined. But as you can see, man, you know, I'm middle of the road. There I am. See what I'm saying? 28, 29, 31, 31, 41, 43. So that's usually where I fall. But it's going to be interesting, man, seeing if I can improve that, man. You know, I have a great time in the league. If you guys aren't playing in the Sim League, I suggest you do so quick, fast, and in a hurry, man, because that's where you're going to enjoy and have a good time. Oh, look, Le'Veon Bell is 5th in the league, so he's not too bad with his rushing yards, so we could take that. But look at Roethlisberger, 24th. Offense is just terrible. 32nd in the league in passing rating. It's just, oh, God. What a terrible start to the season. But it's early, man. We going to get this thing turned around. But, all right, that's going to do it, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Not sure if I'll be back on or not, but let's go ahead and anticipate not, but I may. So if I am, catch you then. If not, catch you in the next one. And if you're new to the channel, definitely make sure you subscribe. Hit the screaming face once it appears, and you'll be able to do that. And I promise it'll never hurt you to hit the like button. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Until next time, peace.